This is Chris K with the second question in our 10-minute trainer fact. Which are the best exercises to burn fat, build muscle, and lose weight for the job? And my answer to that is based upon each person. The best exercise is the one that does the job that we're trying to do. Okay, it doesn't really matter what the exercise is, but it's the best one for you. So there is no definitive this or that. But as you'll see, it really comes down to your abilities and kind of the makeup of your own body. So some keys to results with exercises. Okay, you know that an exercise works. It helps you to get your heart rate really high. Okay, you know that it's being efficient with what we're trying to do. If you feel shortness of breath as you're performing this exercise, you're able to perform this exercise at a maximum speed, and you're able to make it progressively heavier without your form going to just hell. Okay, and as well, it feels almost easy. Okay, you can do it very, very quickly, very intensely, because you have ease of movement through it. So it's not awkward. You're not falling all over the place while you're doing it. So it's something that you're getting the burn in your muscles versus your bones, your joints. Okay, so rather than thinking about the most complex, outlandish exercise you can think of, I would much rather do a squat on the ground where I can move really quickly, for example, versus a squat on like a Bosu ball where, you know, I'm trying to balance, and the balance is requiring the majority of my concentration versus trying to get my heart rate up and get what I need. So understanding substitutions, okay, and what I want people to realize from this presentation is that for some people, you know, even if we say in today's workout we're working on split squats, a squat may be a better exercise for you simply because it's going to help you to do the job for your own body. Okay, the body might be better with a squat or a step up versus a split squat simply because it allows you to achieve the goals that we described in our last slide. Okay, so with that in mind, subbing comes down to understanding how exercises go into categories. Okay, so for example, both a squat and a split squat or a lunge work the front of the legs. Okay, so it's very easy to sub out a split squat for a squat because you know that you're going to get the same basic training effect. Okay, and the same is true of push-ups, of, you know, exercises that work our pushing muscles and our pulling muscles, and as we'll describe. But that's the bottom line, is that we just want to plug something in from one of those categories. Right, the body doesn't know the difference between exercises, so you're going to get a training effect either way. Okay, and it doesn't really matter. So that's why I say the exercises don't matter as much as making sure that it's in the same ballpark, okay, as we will talk about. So some examples of some substitutions, okay? We generally have four categories that we deal with our daily circuits, okay? We have a upper body pushing movements where I'm pushing away from me, such as a push-up where my arms are going kind of away from the center of my body. We have a pulling movement where I'm pulling back towards me, or I'm pulling something in, you know, and that's an example of that would be like a band pull back or a chin-up. Okay, we have a leg exercise, which obviously is involving the legs, and then we have what we call a metabolic exercise that is geared to get the heart rate up. And you'll notice that for the upper body pushing, for example, a push-up could also be a band press. Okay, it could also be a dip. All of those movements achieve the same purpose. An upper body pull could be a chin-up or a band pull back. Okay, a heart rate exercise, you could do burpees to get your heart rate up. You could do jumping jacks, donkey kicks, whatever it may be. The bottom line is those things are getting you what you need. So just because we say today we're working on push-ups doesn't mean that that is what you need to be doing. It just means that do it if you're able to do it. You know, if you're not, pick something else in the same ballpark. So exercise substitutions. Okay, we have gym exercises and we have body weight exercises. Obviously, we're dealing with body weight. So say you can't do a push-up. Okay, you could sub band presses, dips, shoulder taps, inchworms, plank to push-ups. Anything that involves that basic principle is fair game. For upper body pulling, we have chin-ups, pull-ups, band pullbacks, one-arm band rows. Anything where the arms are moving towards the body is going to be a pulling exercise, okay, and it works as a substitution. For lower body pushing, or for the front of the legs, we have squats, split squats, single leg squats, and frog squats. So just a lot of different things. You know, squatting down to a chair is a good example. Squatting down to anything where you're pushing your butt back and sitting back on your heels fits that bill. And then we also have lower body pulling exercises, which are single leg hip lifts, band donkey kicks, single leg deadlifts. Some of these terms may be unfamiliar to you, but these are things that you'll see in our circuit from time to time. So anytime though that you have a question about these exercises, this chart in this video is a good thing to refer to, and you can also ask me, okay, so what do we sub from this particular category? But that is just a quick overview of the basic substitutions we're looking for with our program. And then as well, when you're working out gym, if you can't bench press that day, here are some options as well that would also fit that.